How's it going, lads? It's your favorite mums here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Day 6, tip 6, I think. Or actually, not really day 6. I think it's day 8, tip 6, one of the something like that. All right, let's just get straight into it, boys. Ignore all the other stuff. We are here with, I think, tip number 6. I think. Maybe not, but possibly. Now, this is going to be a very, very easy one, guys. We talked about this in a previous video. So I think it was I can't remember. One of the videos I made earlier, we talked about a trading method of using the advanced SBCs and different SBCs to make money. SBC Futbin solutions, anyways, that is, to make money. It's a very good way to make money at the start of the game and then also throughout the year. Very, very easy. I want to quickly go through it with you guys, show you how on Futbin you can do this yourself and make a shitload of money, guys. I mean, what more could you want from life? All right? To be a millionaire on foot. That's all I want. All right, so let's get straight into it. Now, let me just flip over the screen, get you guys over there. Alrighty, here we go, guys. So, basically, you have got... Wait, let me just make sure my... Good. Sorry, my screens were messing up a little bit before. Basically, look, you've got Futbin, all right? Futbin.com. Now, the easiest way to get your Futbin solutions up, you see this little logo here. You go to the little logo, and it comes up with, like, active challenges, challenge list filter. That's how you have a look at Futbin solutions. So, let me just click on both of them. Get both of them open, because I'll show you what each of them does, all right? So, first of all, you've got your active challenges. Now, your active challenges basically just comes up with a list of every single active SBC there is, all right? You can search them, different ones, or you can just look at the most recent ones are always up here. It tells you their price and stuff like that, and obviously you click into them, as we see right here. You can see the fluctuations, so how the price of this card has fluctuated on an hour-by-hour basis. And then you can also go into completed challenges. And this is what a lot of people do a lot of casuals do to go complete their SBCs. I don't recommend completing your SBCs using this. You can use it as a guide, but obviously, for the reasons I'm about to explain in a second, through how we're going to make money off these people, it's not the most efficient way, and it's not the best way to spend your money, basically, to do the SBC. But yeah, you can see all the different solutions, how much the solutions cost, and you can click on them and actually see the exact players they used. Well, on the other thing, which was the challenge list filter, it gives you a list like this, and this actually tells you the best priced SBCs. So it's saying tells you what pack you get back, the reward value of that pack, and then how much you're spending on the pack as well. And then it basically gives you a value for coins ratio. So how much more of a reward value are you getting compared to how much you're spending on the SBC, right? So that's also just another cool little thing. I'm not really going to be using that right now, but it's just a cool little thing to look at sometimes when you're trying to get SBCs done. Yeah, to have a look at the different value ones. So it also tells you, if people always ask me, you know, two mums, what's the cheapest league SBC to do? You can legit go on this. Look, Premier League Brighton. So it tells you exactly that the Brighton League SBC 6-1, and you get a 25k pack. So it's actually, that's a really easy way as well to see specific teams in the, sorry, I got an itchy nose, guys, in the within the league SBCs when they come out. So, oh my god, sorry boys. Alrighty, so that is a really cool feature. Anyways, what I want to talk to you guys about is making money through this, right? You can make money all year round. An example of how, you know, you can make money late in the year, or how I've made money late in the year, is when any SBC comes out, big SBC, say we get a Team of the Week SBC, or say we get an Icon SBC, all right? Let's say the Icon SBCs, because that's something that we've had a lot recently near the end of the year. So Icon SBCs, right? You can go into the Icon SBC, and you can have a look at certain players. So I can go into the Icon SBCs like I am right now, or into the, and I'm in the, not the Icon one, but you can go into the Icon ones, right? And I can have a look at the solutions and what players are being regularly used. So say I click on, normally you want to look for ones with likes. Normally if they've got likes, it means people have done them and stuff like that. You want ones with no loyalty and no position change. So you don't want to have to do position changes. So let's just go click on something like this. Got a couple likes. Obviously, at this point in the year, there's not many people liking them. At the start of the year, you always get some with like 10 likes on them, 8 likes on them. So this is one of the cheaper solutions, and this is a solution that people have used because it's got a couple likes on it, all right? So I can then have a look, and what you might want to see is you can have a look at certain players and how their prices are moving based on this SBC. So I might go to Chesney, have a look at his hourly graph. It's going a little bit slow right now. And I can have a look at his hourly graph and just see how his fluctuations happen, you know? So he's in the minimum of 70, hitting a max of 73 today. Yesterday, obviously, he was fluctuating a lot more. I'm assuming that's when the SBC came out. So he was, you know, getting up to 70s, getting down to 62, 65, back up to 73, 68. So, you know, he was regularly fluctuating. And this is what you can have a look at, all right? So, obviously, this is a bad example using this SBC because it's right at the end of the year. But when the Icon SBC comes out, right, everyone is going to want to do it. Everyone is doing it. So, you can have a look at what high-rated cards are fluctuating a lot. So, go into the solutions, have a look at the solutions that are being used a lot. So, the ones with lots of likes on them and things like that, all right? Have a look at the players. So say there's in the SBC, there's one with 5 likes and you go into it and it's got like a Busquets, a PK. Click on them and have a look at their hourly rate. If you can see their graphs going up and down regularly, all right, to a cheap price and a high price, the reason why they're going up and down is because what happens is that player gets put into the solutions, all right? So, you know, you might have a solution here as the number 1 with PK and Busquets in it, right? It's the number 1 solution. Futbin's saying it's the cheapest. Everyone then buys those players because all the casuals come here and they don't want to think for themselves. They go to the cheapest solution, the first one, or the first couple, and they buy those players. They buy exactly what this person's telling them to buy. So they buy Busquets, they buy PK. Their prices rise because of that. All right? Futbin then updates, and because their prices are now high, that solution with Busquets and PK now drops from a top 3 solution. Look, it ranks them by price. As they get more expensive, they go down. It now drops from the cheapest one. It drops all the way down here, and it's now down the list. So nobody's clicking on it. Because no one's clicking on it, no one's buying those certain players. Busquets and PK now start to go cheaper again because no one's using them. They get back down. So say they're 50k. Everyone starts buying them. They go up to 60k. The Futbin solutions changes. They drop back down to 50k again. What do? You notice that they're dropping down and going up to 50, 60. You buy at the 50. They get back into the solutions because they've gone back down to the 50. They go back up again to 60. They go out of the solutions, drop back down. All right? And that is an example. And that's kind of what you're probably seeing here in this SBC. Obviously, the difference is going to be a lot less because it's late in the game. Not many people are doing the SBCs, so the demand for the SBCs isn't much. But that's kind of what you're seeing here, you know? I can guarantee you it'd probably be like, look, he's in it, he's out of a solution, so he's cheap, goes into a solution, goes up to 70, goes out of the solutions, drops all the way down to 62, back into the solutions, you know, out of the solutions, back in, out. So they kind of like see him fluctuating regularly throughout the day. Now, how you can make money off this really early in the game is using the advanced SBCs, okay? So everybody early on does the advanced SBCs. They are the best SBCs to do. They're very, very much value for money at the start of the game, and you're going to notice the demand behind them is going to be a lot, all right? So you can use these to your advantage early in the game. The way I just explained a second ago, you can use throughout the year, but this is right at the start of the game, all right? So we normally get the start, you get the 3 main ones: hybrid, league and nation hybrid, and just the hybrid leagues, right? So hybrid nations, hybrid leagues, league and nation hybrid. So you can use any 3 of them. Let's just go to the hybrid leagues. Now, obviously, these are really cheap right now. So you just got to bear with me and kind of work with me here because obviously we're pretending this is the start of the year. Normally, these are around 10k. That's like a 10k SBC, 125 right now. Normally, that's a 10k SBC. You know, these are all around these 3. Maybe the last one might be a bit more, but the first couple, first 3 or so in each set is usually around 10k mark. You know, 9 to 12k, around that area. So what you can do is click on one. You can go to completed challenges, have a look at your lists. So once again, you've got ones with negatives. Usually if they got a negative, it means people have tried them, they don't work. So I normally stay away from those ones. You normally want to go to the ones with, people have given the tick of approval to. So you got ones like here. So normally that means, people have tried them, they work. Obviously, like I said, you don't want to go to ones that have loyalty, or you need loyalty or position changes. So let's go to the one with like, oh, look, this one's got 11 likes. So clearly at the start of the year, start of FIFA, a lot of people were using this solution. All right. So I might click on this solution and have a look at players that are being used in it. Now, through this, I want to see what players, because some players might barely move because, they can be swapped around a lot. You don't need them. Use a lot of different players instead of that player. Some players, though, will really, fluctuate. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to click on some of these players and have a look at their graph. We'll click on a few of them and just check them out and stuff like that, all right? I've clicked on a few. We'll then go down to their hourly graph. Once again, I'm looking at the hourly graph from right now when this is, an SBC solution from earlier in the year. So obviously you're not going to see anything happening right now. And what you're going to see is if the card is a card that is needed in that specific solution, you're going to see it going up and down a lot, You can look at its hourly graph from today and yesterday. Like I said, you might look at today and you might see it, it's down at 500 coins, and it goes up to 1,000 coins, and it's down to 600 coins, then it's up to 1,200, then it's down to 400, then it's up to 1,000, it's down to 700, then it's up to 900. You're going to kind of see fluctuations like that. Some will be larger than others, just depending, all right? Like sometimes, like I said, it will go down to 700, up to 900. So it's only a 200 coin difference. Then it'll go down to 500, up to 1,200. You know what I mean? You're going to see a bit of a difference like that. But that's what you do. You read it. Now, you can take note of these cards. So you can note down, okay, well, this card regularly hits up to about 1,000 coins when it's in the solutions. When it's out of the cheapest solutions, it normally goes down to 500-600. This card, you look at the graph, you write it down again. Like I said, take notes, you write it down. This card hits regularly 500 coins to 600 coins. When it hits a low, when it's in the solutions, it goes up to anywhere between 1,200 to 1,500 coins. This card, you check the graph. Okay, this card only fluctuates between a low of 600 and a high of 800. Not worth it. Go to the next card. Okay, this is a better card. This card fluctuates between, it hits a low of about 500, 400 every time it's not in the solutions. And then the minute he gets put into the solutions, he goes back up and you see a big spike up to 1,000 coins. So you record the ones that have the big spikes. Then all you do is check them and invest in them. So now I'm sitting on Futbin. I go and check out my list. I've got my list of cards and I go through them. I go check out him. Oh, shit. Okay, right now he's down at 500 coins. Buy them. An hour later, he's back up at 1,000 coins. Sell him off. Go check one of your other cards. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So it's basically like that, all right? So in quick, just to round things up in really, really quick before we finish it, cards fluctuate based on the Futbin solutions. Your casuals use the Futbin solutions to do their SBCs, all right? Because they don't want to think for themselves and do it themselves. That's why we don't do it, because they're always more expensive. It's cheaper to do it by yourself if you're smart about it. So what you do is, once again, you find one that's a popular one with a lot of likes or something like that. You check their hourly fluctuations, how the cards are going up on an hour-by-hour basis, right? Because obviously, when they're the cheapest solution or in the top 3 or 4 cheapest solutions, prices rise on those cards because everyone's doing those solutions. Futbin then updates, because Futbin doesn't update by a minute-by-minute basis. It updates by an hour or 2-hour basis. So it's saying it's the cheapest and it's staying as the cheapest for the next hour, but it's really not because the prices are going up. All of a sudden, Futbin updates, these cards are now expensive, so the solution drops all the way down. Nobody touches it because the solution is all the way down there. Nobody touches it. Cards, they get cheap again. It goes back up into the cheapest. And it's a never-ending cycle. So yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope that made sense. Obviously, if... it made sense to me. If it doesn't, guys, I will be going through all of this on my stream, man. I will be doing this live for you guys on my stream come FIFA 21, man. So we'll be doing all of this stuff. I'm so excited to start this road to glory with you guys, man. If you haven't noticed, the player ratings are starting to come out. I've heard that apparently at 6 p.m. UK tonight, we might be getting the full release of the database, which I'm super excited for. We're going to start, and as you can see, I've been playing NBA, but we're going to start heading back to FIFA now. Once the full database is released and doing some squad builders, looking at meta cards, it just gets me, it gets me up, boys. It gets me up, right? Turn me fucking up, boys. All right, so yeah, if this video helps you out, guys, please like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys, and you know what? I'll see you next one.